Hello. Today we will talk about dam destructions.
The destruction of the Nova Kakhovka Dam on the Dnipro River in southern Ukraine has triggered a severe crisis. Built in 1956, the dam was vital for water management, energy production, and agriculture. Its destruction caused massive flooding, displacing thousands of residents and devastating towns, villages, and farmlands. The floodwaters also damaged critical infrastructure, disrupting transportation and communication. Ecologically, the disaster has severely impacted the river's ecosystem, displacing species and contaminating water sources with pollutants and sediments, posing long-term health risks and threatening food security.
The Derna Dam collapses, which occurred in September 2023 in eastern Libya, were a devastating disaster resulting from heavy rainfall brought by Storm Daniel. The collapse of two dams, the Abu Mansur and Derna, unleashed massive floods that overwhelmed the city of Derna and surrounding areas. This catastrophe caused significant loss of life, with thousands of fatalities and many more missing. The floods destroyed homes, infrastructure, and left thousands of people displaced. The tragedy highlighted the dire need for improved infrastructure maintenance and emergency preparedness in the region. Rescue and relief efforts were hampered by the challenging conditions, but local and international aid organizations worked tirelessly to provide assistance. The Derna Dam collapses underscored the vulnerability of regions with aging infrastructure to extreme weather events, emphasizing the urgent need for investment in resilient and sustainable infrastructure to prevent such disasters in the future. The Arbat Dam was located 38 kilometers (24 miles) to the northwest of the Red Sea city of Port Sudan. In the evening of the 24th of August 2024, the Arbat Dam collapsed as a result of damages caused by exceptional rainfall, causing the entire dam reservoir to empty and begin to flood areas downstream of it. Eyewitnesses reported that several lorries carrying civilians and elderly, children, and families were trapped and swept away by the subsequent floodwaters, and that several homes were also swept away by the resulting torrent. Dozens more were reported missing. Several residents were forced to climb up hilltops to higher ground in order to escape the rising floods. 7 vehicles at the dam were also swept away, along with a group of miners preparing to cross over it. More than 60 people have died and 100 others are missing after Arbat Dam north of Port Sudan collapsed in Sudan following heavy rain. Number 4. Lake Dunlap is a reservoir on the Guadalupe River near the town of New Braunfels in Guadalupe County, Texas, United States. The reservoir was formed in 1931 by the construction of a dam to provide hydroelectric power to the area. On the morning of May 14, 2019, at 8:05 a.m., the dam's 90-year-old middle spillway unexpectedly collapsed, nearly draining the lake by day's end. The lower, concrete portion of the dam remained in place. The collapse was due to aging structural steel. After more than 4 years since the failure of the 91-year-old dam, construction of the rebuilt Lake Dunlap Dam was completed in fall 2023, and the lake is once again up to its normal levels. While residents above the dam are enjoying activity again on the lake, those below the dam are facing a new reality. The Chamoli Dam break refers to a significant disaster that occurred in February 2021 in Uttarakhand, India. A glacial burst in the Nanda Devi National Park led to the sudden release of water from the Rishiganga River, causing a massive flood that affected the region, including the nearby Chamoli district. The disaster was primarily triggered by the breaking off of a portion of a glacier on the Nanda Devi mountain, which then collapsed into the river, creating a surge of water and debris. The flood caused extensive damage to infrastructure, including hydroelectric projects, roads, and bridges. The Rishiganga hydropower project was particularly affected, leading to casualties and loss of livelihoods. Over 200 people were reported missing, with many feared dead. Rescue operations were conducted to locate those trapped in the debris. The incident raised alarms about the impacts of climate change, glacial melting, and the vulnerability of Himalayan ecosystems. Emergency response teams, including the National Disaster Response Force, NDRF, were deployed to assist in rescue and recovery efforts. The incident also prompted discussions about disaster management and the need for better preparedness in the region.